is not factual, but let's say somebody's father passes away, their mom is already predeceased or not in the picture, and you're the beneficiary. So I'm the son, he's 70, he has not started taking RMDs. It's a traditional IRA. It's a traditional IRA. So this new rule, the 10-year rule, means, okay, I've got 10 years to take out all that money, but I don't have to pay yearly RMDs or follow RMD rules because he wasn't taking RMDs when he passed.
Correct.
That's what you said. However, as a financial advisor, Dan, and for our listeners out there, if they're in this scenario where maybe their parent passes and leaves them a traditional IRA, they're going to not want to probably wait to start taking money out and paying taxes on that money. If they wait the full 10 years, then they have to take it as a lump sum, and they'd have to pay all those taxes at once. Wouldn't they want to take a little out at a time?
Maybe, yes. So tax avoidance, you can't avoid the taxes on this anymore. You can't stretch it for your lifetime. There's a 10-year clock. So what you're saying is very true. But the answer is it depends on their situation.
Sure.
I'm saying you definitely don't want to miss the required minimum distributions because there's a penalty for that.
Right. If you're required, if your parent was already taking distributions, you have to do that because there's it's 25% penalty.
Right. It used to be 50. Now it's 25. And if you fix it and say, oh, I'm sorry, they drop it down to 10. But you don't want to miss that. So that's the primary goal, is to not miss that. But then you're correct. The next question is, when do you take it? Do you take it 1/10? Do you take it all as a lump sum first year? It's all going to depend on your situation. It's going to depend on your age, your tax bracket. Now, I want to clarify something here because this trips people up too. Oh, I'm not 59 and a half yet. If I take money out of an IRA, I get a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Does not apply on inherited IRAs. There's no early withdrawal penalty because that would be ridiculous. You're forced to take it in 10 years and you're in your 30s. That's not fair. So there's no penalty for early withdrawal from an inherited IRA. But that doesn't mean you have to take it all in year 10, like Tony, you're suggesting. That makes a lot of sense for Roths because you get that deferral and growth, and that's also never taxed. But on a traditional IRA, maybe it makes sense to take some early. Maybe you got some other debts you want to pay off. Maybe you want to do Roth conversions, and you're like, well, that counts as income, so I got to – there's a lot of factors in here. Odds are you're going to want to take it strategically over the course of 10 years, not just wait to the 10th year and take it all at once. Because then you're going to get hit with a big tax bill at that point. It might bump you in the higher tax bracket. It might be something you just don't want to deal with. And burying your head in the sand and saying, I'll just wait until 10 years doesn't make a lot of sense. It depends. You have to do the math. So it does make sense to sit with someone and say, all right, am I taking the required minimum? Do I have a required minimum? Am I taking the right amount? Which, by the way, there are tax tables and worksheets that the IRS has. I'll put it on here for the viewers on YouTube.
Exciting